All right, so we're going to rehump the slough. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do the slough track real quick. We'll rehump it. Let's get this guy. We get to Darren. You need to check it out, dude. We're taking your Rent-A-Wreck down in the bowl. I know you were eyeballing it earlier. I love the Rent-A-Wrecks. I wish we had more Rent-A-Wrecks in game. Like I'm like gunning for more Rent-A-Wrecks in game. You're not sure about the term job IDs? Oh, that's cool. We can figure it out. We'll figure it out. This actually, this this really could be considered a hump job. That's what we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it a hump job. We'll do AB03. 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 We look like fuel-wise. Yeah, we're good fuel. Everything's good to go. We need to take this guy down into Slough, which is this track. And some of these we're going to have to re-tag because I want to say I got rid of the straight meridians. Let's go look at the hump again. I'm trying to get this sorted out because I was doing things the last time I played and then I kind of Meb is Meridian BNSF. Damn, I'm trying to remember. Memphis. Maybe we don't have like a true Meridian track. You got Tuscaloosa, Macon, Sylacauga. Don't really have to have a Sylacauga. We could take that out. We could make that a Meridian. No, Meb, Meb is, I took some of these tags I took off of the depot. So I took some of their tags and then I put some of my own in. And they're doing a deal. I think what they had was a Meridian, Meridian KCS and Meridian Meb, which was a Meridian BNSF. So that's what I'm trying. The KCS is Meridian KCS. I don't think we have like a straight Meridian track anymore. Like they've got it broke down into New Orleans, and then they got New Orleans PB, which is what is that down there? Public Belt or whatever, right? I'm kind of thinking about getting rid of that. Like I don't see the sense in having a New Orleans, like multiple variations of a New Orleans. I do New Orleans and Livonia, because you have a train that goes to New Orleans and you have a train that goes to Livonia, the UP train. So yeah, New Orleans Public Belt. They can sort them out in a Big Easy. That's what I'm saying. I think I'm going to get rid of the Public Belt and just do it on New Orleans, and then they can take it to the Public Belt. Like, they can deal with that. I'll do the Livonia because they have a train that goes to the UP down there. So I kind of need that. Like, I figure Livonia is like the UP train. So we may take the Public Belt out and make him the Meridian. Yeah, they can work that out. That's their deal, right? Like, I totally agree with that. That's their, like, I don't see the sense in having like 50 bazillion location tags in one city. One or two. Like, if it's a run-through train that goes to completely to another railroad, like the UP, then that's fine. I'll have a Livonia. But otherwise, there's no point in having like a bunch of tags in one town. You know, like have your home road and whatever your run-through trains go to, and let that be it. So we'll do Meridian on the Public Belt, and that solves that. Okay, so I think we're cooking now, guys. We're good to go. Let's hop in this bad boy. We gotta do all the things. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Y'all are awesome. Y'all really are. I was just Talking to Mrs. Spur the other day about what a good, like, what an awesome community I have, and I couldn't ask for a better one. And I truly mean that. You guys are absolutely awesome. Okay, let's get this stuff. We'll go with that. Release brakes. Release handbrakes. All right, we'll take them ahead. We'll take them down in there. We'll grab the slough track. We'll pull them back over, and then we'll rehump that. We'll probably have to do some tags. We'll have to retag a few things, and we should be good to go. Wondering which destinations are endpoints and which are on the way. Yeah, that's there's so much to the ops side. I don't know if I'll ever master the ops. I think it's always going to be a work in progress, right? Immediately hitting us up with the text with the Lone Star. The Lone Stars, those are custom made, dude. I did those. Those are Spur originals. All the emojis I did myself. No Fivers emojis for me. Spur put a little bit of love into each emoji for you guys. Never got on to 6377, but I see her from afar. In front rear porches were long enough to park a small car on them, right? Were they SD42s? The SD42s do have big porches. Ooh, we're rolling backwards. Come on, baby. Let's go. You gotta line ourselves down into the slough. The Tala block usually will go out on 178, and 178 will work a Tala on their way north Chattanooga. What is the origin and destination of the 178? Let's go get this one switch. I don't want to park on the retarders. We'll get these. There we go. Now we can go down in there. We got light. Yeah, we do have light. Okay. Making sure. Actually, no, that is not what I want. I want this. Now we can go. Down into the bowl. I need to post a video I've got from Waycross, them going in the bowl like this. I've got a video of them, they were cleaning up the bowl from the Humping. Getting all the stop shorts, that sort of stuff. Birmingham to Bellevue, okay. I got you. Birmingham to Bellevue. Alright. So slough should be... We're good. And then we get this track right here. That should be slough. Alright, just a little bit further. $179, $178 Ernest Norris Yard, Irondale, Alabama, Mormon Yard, Bellevue, Daily, Works the Bus Yard, Chattanooga, Tennessee. Della Plain Yard, Georgetown, Kentucky, Sharon Yard, Sharonville, Millsboro, nice. And could you imagine, like, if we had all the tags, like the true traffic flows for the real life railroad, like how involved and complex that would be? Like, I don't think people really understand like how incredibly complex this stuff is. Our homestead in Bellevue was a pair of XNW SD42 surrounding an ex-Conrail MT6. Just a joke about having a picnic on either end of the hump set. That's cool. I like the MT6s. We need some of those in game, though I don't think they use those at Norris, right? Bell Plain is basically Toyota. Man, the snow has been crazy over here. I've never had to work so many dual control switches in my life. Dispatcher was handing out pass stops with permission on the switches like candy. Nice. All right, we'll grab this cut. We'll drag them out. I want to see Rent-A-Rex in game, and I really want to see Run8 do just a straight SD40 pack. Do the Flexicoil trucks on it, like just a straight SD40, because that, like, they use those on Waycross Hump for a long time, SD40s. Toyota has a huge plant in Georgetown, also a mixer in Shelbyville that used to generate terminate a rack train, but that was a long time ago. Yeah, I love the operation side of things, guys. Like, that's my favorite part. We're getting to run a train and Run8 is the icing on the cake. But, like, the operations is, like, what really keeps me interested. Heater switches are a real thing in order to... Yeah, they have heater switches here on the Transcon. They've got switch heaters. I've never had to deal with those. We didn't, of course, down south, we didn't know of such things. Sweet. We got them. Of course he has handbrake supplied. I wish they would not do that. Yeah, I wish they would not do that. Okay, let's jump back in and actually no, let's not. Let's make sure we're routed down a good track so we can rehump these bad boys. And we need to check on that hump power that we sent down. We need to make sure they're not in Bessemer right now. That would be bad. That would be really bad. Hopefully they're stopped down here waiting. Yeah, they are. Sweet. Okay, so they're doing their thing. This kind of makes me... I think they're good. Yeah, okay. You think you have them in Kentucky as well? Just had one catch fire. Really? How did that happen? Like, did something hit it and cause it to ignite? I think maybe I've seen them operating here on Transcon one time. A while back. Maybe the last year or so. Alright, do we have the whole cut? Is the question. Do we have the whole thing? Yes, we do. Right? Yeah, yeah, sweet. Yeah. Alright, let's go. Alright, we'll drag them back over. We got 5 loads, 21 empties. 1,500 tons. Yeah, it's not a big deal. Game needs springs. You know, Mother Slug, you're right. And I've talked about this the other day on the... Like, I'm a huge fan of, I wish they would do backdated DLC. So in other words, do a backdate DLC for the Needle sub and put it back to the old D251 running, which I think is way more interesting than 2 main track CTC. It's way more involved and complicated than 2 main track CTC. And when they had D251 on the Needle sub, all the exits of their sidings had spring switches. So I'd like to see spring switches in game. I think that would be cool. Albano, what's up, dude? How you doing? Good morning. It's been one of the worst winters in years in Cleveland. Yeah, it's been pretty brutal. Like the last few years we've had in the Panhandle here in Texas has been really freaking brutal. I've seen more single digits and negative numbers than I've seen, like, the entire time we've ever lived in this area in the past, what, almost 20 years. Like, just the last couple of years, it's been brutal. Bear, what's up? Says NS still runs auto racks out of Toyota. Really? Hey, Bluegrass, there's some websites online where some guys posted the freight car, the routing and blocking for the Southern from back like 85 or 86. You need to find that. And it's got all the trains in it, and it tells how they're blocked. Bear, what's up? Yeah, we're doing good, dude. We're doing really good, actually. We've humped a train. We're dragging rehumps right now. We're going to rehump a train, or rehump a track. We're going to rehump the slough track, and we got another train ready to go. And I need to go down there and grab that. Oof, man, we're getting fast. We went over the hump really fast here. Do a little air. Try to keep her under control some. There we go. All right, I think that's good. Wait a minute, we uncouple. No wonder we got so fast. How did it cut? Did it pull the cut lever? Because I bet it did. I bet it pulled it. So it's bi-directional. I didn't know that. Oh crap! And this one's rolling. Yeah, he's rolling. Never mind. Get a handbrake. Handbrakes. Handbrakes. We got separation. They pulled the pin going the opposite direction. Are you kidding me? Come on. I thought it was single direction. I had zero clue that it is disabled. So how did we have a separation? Like, that makes no sense. How did that happen? Did we get a knuckle? No. Well, I said it was going good, Bear, until now. Like, I don't know what in the blue hell this is, but like something happened. A knuckle slip? Maybe so. Maybe that's what went down. I don't know what happened with this, guys. Like, engines still need to be louder. I'll be honest, I think they need to be way louder in game. They need to be way louder than this. Like, you should totally be able to hear that really, really good. Let's check it out. Let's grab onto him and see what it looks like. But yeah, it totally came apart on us. I don't know why. At first, I thought I left the hump controller enabled and it pulled the pin going the other direction, but I don't think that was a thing. Blame it on the remote. Yeah, it's the remote job's fault. It's always the remotes. I wondered why the power started taking off. I was like, man, it sure is taking off for not being that far over the hump. What do we got? Like, that's not bad. That's really not bad at all. Like, I don't know why it came apart. Maybe the hump controller was enabled and just disabled when that happened. That sucks that that's going to be a problem every time we try to rehump. Yeah, I'll be honest. Rehumps are like a huge part of a hump yard. This should be an easy thing to do. Receiving grade too much? I don't know. Yeah, it does explain why I took off like a rocket. I was thinking that. I was like, man, it's really accelerating and we're not that far over the hump. So I was thinking maybe we got some loads like on the head end that's like helped pull us over, but no, it's because we completely came apart. I don't know why. Probably made the knuckle. Yeah, maybe it did when we went over the crest. It's something we'll have to keep an eye on. If not, we'll blame it on the hump, like Maverick said. Always a hump's fault. They're all the time tearing stuff up. CSX has a cool system for EC1 turf. Oh, you can tone. I've seen that where you can tone the sidings. Yeah, you're out. Yeah, you're right. I never dealt with that. I want to say they put something like that on the bow line. Like some of the places down there. Not all the sidings, but I thought they had certain sidings down there that they like to use for meets, and they did a deal where you could dial it up. Dial a switch. So we're going to retag. We're going to retag these Chicagos. We're going to put these Elkhart. Like, some of these are old tags from, like, when the game installed. We're going to retag the Chicagos. We'll say that's Elkhart. And we got a new Meridian tag. We got a Meridian track. We've got an Allentown track. We've got a None in here that we need to retag. Guess it slipped in there somehow. All power switches are DTMF control. That is cool. That's a pretty neat technology that they got, that they're able to do that. Like, I know I mentioned before how I used to call Mrs. Spur on the mobile dial. I'd call her from the locomotive during our trips. Like, if I needed something. I called her one time to come pick us up. We told the dispatcher we didn't need a taxi, that we had our ride. We had our ride prearranged. And I called Mrs. Spur up at like 2 in the morning. And she came and picked us up. Called her on the mobile dial. Now she's wanting to go. You didn't get too fast. Man, it's all or nothing. Coming, like, pulling back over is really just all or nothing. It's hard to keep it under control. Maybe we need to have a few cars with some air under them. How many are we holding on to? We got... Oh, come on. If I miss that one more time, I'm going to lose my... Hey, okay, there we go. We got 26 cars. Yeah, I think 26 is okay. Yeah, we're going to get rid of Houston's. We'll do these Livonia. That's an old tag. So we'll do Livonia on these. AVL. Wait, what is not Livonia? What is the UP yard in? It's Avondale, right? We're about to have runaway off the hump. Yeah, you're right. Hey, they have runaways off the hump in West Colton. Like, that's a common thing for them. Because they hump downhill. Alright, let's keep pulling on it. She stopped a little bit. I think it's Avondale is the UP yard in, oh, come on. Why are you being such a pain? Go. It's Avondale. So we need to get rid of Livonia. We don't need that. That's another point on down. Like, once it gets to Nollins, I really don't care where it goes. That's their problem. That's a them problem, not me. That's not an us problem. It's a them problem. I think maybe a little bit further. And it's you, not an it's me. Exactly right. I like that, dude. I've never heard that before, but you're absolutely right. This is going to be, yeah, the Houstons. I don't see the point in having Houstons and all that stuff. Like, just send it to UP in Nollins on their dedicated train, and then it's good. You know, so we'll do AVL. I don't have my paper up. I've got a paper that I made that has all this stuff on there that helps keep me straight, but I don't have it up right now. UP, yes, Uncle Pete can absolutely sort this out. This is a him problem. These are all... I don't know why we would send an empty bulkhead to the UP. This seems like this would be more of a car that would go up north for lumber, but I mean, I guess it could. You could do like building products on it or something, maybe. Cell. That's a Selkirk. We don't need that. Let's do this Allentown. That's an old tag. Alan Rickman. This is Alan. This guy. Is he empty or loaded? He is loaded. Loaded, flammable, 1987. Where can we send this? let's do Chattanooga. Allen. Oh, we've got a Meridian track now. The Chicago's okay. Elkhart. Don't do that. Elkhart. It's going to take us a while to sort it out, but once we get this figured out, it's going to be running like... I have zero clue why they would be taking a Tropicana car. A solo Tropicana car. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Honestly, I almost kind of want to just get rid of it. Let's leave that Chicago. We're going to dump it in Slough and we're going to delete that thing. I don't care for that. I really don't. This guy is empty. I don't really know where to send this guy. Liquefied petroleum gas. Where could we get a load of liquefied petroleum gas, guys? Send them down to the chemical Gulf. Other Slug says, I love center beams. They're cool cars. Yeah, they are. I like the old opera window center beams. I thought those were cool. Go to fuel station, hit the refuel button. Center beam sucked to ride on. I think I very seldom ever had to ride on. I tell you what sucked to ride on was the articulated piggybacks. You know what I'm talking about? Like the 5-packs or the 3-packs or whatever, you know, the articulated, the spine cars. Hammer Mike, what's up, dude? Says it could be going to get sugar or other material in it. What car is that? What? Just hate riding center beams and coil gons. Spine cars definitely suck. I used to have to ride spine cars a lot in the East Thomas in Birmingham. We would have to double cart, like we'd have to cut our pigs apart and double them together, and you're constantly riding on like, oh, the Tropicana, I got you. They suck riding them the correct way, right? Yeah. Right, there's the correct way, and then there's the other way. Ride stuff. That car should go in 345. Where does 345 go? SP, hook me up. Oh, New Orleans. Nolans. Okay, yeah, we could send this guy, UP. So, Avondale. It's AVN, right? I've done forgot that tag. What was that tag I had? I need my paper. I need to pull that thing up. Allentown, Birmingham Regional, Atala, Mobile, Sheffield, Meridian, Nolans, Livonia. We need to get rid of that. That needs to go. Livonia definitely needs to go. We don't need that. Do we not have an AVN? Yeah, here we go. AVN. There we go. So we do have an Avondale. So we need to get rid of Livonia. I don't care about Livonia. That's a UP problem, or whoever. Whoever's railroad that is, that's their problem. That's not an us problem. AVN, Meridian. Allentown. Okay, I think we're good. I think we've got it sorted out. We're good to start humping once again. Let's get the music going. T-boxes, double handrail tanks, and polycars are the best. I tell you, I used to love riding these. These right here. This was the best shoving platform ever. I used to work a night job in Atlanta, and like most everything that we did on the night job was taking reefers to these big coal warehouses in Atlanta. We would take like 20 or 30 of those things. And so we had a shoving platform that we could use, but I never took that thing with me because it was just a headache, right? Shoving platforms are just a pain in the ass to keep up with. So I would always take a car like this with the platform and put it on the bottom and ride it, because we had to shove like 7 miles. You rode a hopper car shove on our short line, just a short distance. It was fun, but sucked. Yeah. After a while on certain cars, it kind of sucks. Oh, are you talking about the little short rock hoppers? Like the little 2-bay ones, like the, what are those things called? Here you were allowed to ride the platform on tanks, so it's always a breeze. I don't think we were allowed, but we did it anyway. Aggregate hoppers, yeah. Ortners, yes, Ortners, you're right. CSX, what's up, dude? How you doing? I don't know if I said hello. Yeah, you're right. The Ortners are nice. We didn't. I never did a lot with those. You want to know, like, some of the worst cars that I hated doing anything on were the wood chip hoppers, especially the ones like the wood chip hoppers that we had back then. Usually they had the handbrake down here, but we had some with the handbrake up here, and that sucked. Like, you felt like you were flying on top of that thing. Like, I never did it on one moving, but like even just sitting still, it felt like you're climbing a tree getting up there. Okay, so we're good. This guy is good to rehump. We need to hump, retag it, hump. And we should be good. We need to re-enable the tag or the controller. Get this guy going. Nice. Okay, we should be good. You know, a feature I kind of wish we had in game was able to lock out bowl tracks. So in other words, if you have a bowl track locked out because you got a trim job working it, then those cars would automatically go to slough. Okay, I think we're good. Let's I think I have to do an opposite end though, yeah. I never can get this straight. Like, it always confuses the hell out of me. Recruit for humping. Okay, let the humping commence. I've got the water bottle close by in case it gets carried away. Kilo 3, what's up, dude? How you doing? You just in time to watch some humping. Only on Spur's channel. Here we go. We're rehumping. We're actually rehumping a track. This is a slough track that we grabbed for a little recap here. So we're rehumping slough. We had some old tags in there that I'm not using, and a little confusion in slough. So we're getting that straightened out. I want to. It's like I was telling the other guys earlier. I want to reincorporate rehumping more, or incorporate rehumping into the hump yard more, because I feel like that's a big part of hump yards is rehumping. Like every hump yard rehumps. Okay, so we're good there. We shouldn't have nothing going into these local tracks. That AB 10 and 11 are freaking huge. A55, AB 45. 44. I'm kind of tempted to delete some of these because some of these are old holdovers too. Yeah, if you come up here to the hump controller, so you got to get to the crest, right? And when you get to the crest, you hit left control F6, and it'll pull up your hump controller. And you see here it says auto pin puller enabled. So you could disable that, and I guess you got to grab each coupler and pull it yourself. You briefly worked a quarry job out of Northwest Ohio. Absolutely hated the OFOX hoppers. Nice to ride on since they had in platforms, but half of them needed shop. Like, yeah, rock hoppers are always the worst, dude. Are they not? I've always said, like, my limited time on the railroad, the worst cars that I was around was ballast hoppers, rock hoppers, and pulpwood cars. Like, they were the junkiest of junk ever. Like, handbrakes not working, stuck pistons, brake problems. Like, they were the worst. There's one I distinctly remember losing his handbrake when we hooked onto it. It was like the wheel completely fell off. That's all right. We coupled onto some cars in a curve one time, and the couplers misaligned, and we ripped the cut lever off of it. It was our fault. We weren't paid it. I think we kicked a car down in there to it. SP, all right, dude. I appreciate it, bro. You've helped out so much, man, on this stuff, and I do appreciate it. You're helping us get the railroad working smoothly. Okay, there's our Allentowns going in. Back in the day, here in PA, local packaging yard always used 5 SW units. Noisy, babe. Yeah, I like the SW units. Sound good, especially the non-turbo ones. Like the normally aspirated engines. They sound the best. That's why I'd love to see some GP38-2s in game. Or 38s. Just some kind of 38 series. There's one hopper that had a really half-ass patch over a gaping hole in the side. The car leaked and like hell the entire way back. Oh, did it lose all its contents? Pultwood car, you know, another observation I made about Pultwood cars is it seemed like 90% of the Pultwood cars didn't have the quick release on the handbrake, like you had to spin them back off. You know what I'm talking about? Like none of them had that. It seemed like it was very rare. I remember having a Pultwood car in Talladega one night. Like I guess they tied the handbrake on and then busted the air because like it was tight. It was so tight, and I had to climb up on the car and like kick the brake wheel with the heel of my boot. I had to just repeatedly like kick it like crazy just to get it to loosen up where I could knock it off. Stalker, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? Stalker might actually be getting some of that warm weather down there in the other Texas. Gondolas and hoppers are the worst. They have something like Wadding Railroader? A pin puller? There's like lime hoppers in us uses most of the holes are filled with foam. How does that even work? Like all the pressure of the contents inside the car trying to come out and they stuff it with... They get it with expanding foam. Yeah, I'm surprised they're not using that Flexi Seal or whatever that stuff is called. You know what I'm talking about? The one with the boat? They do the screen door in the boat and put the Flexi Seal on it. That's perfect. That sounds like that's perfect for the railroad. You've seen guns with holes in the sides. I've seen, I've got a video of a, they had an old BN 3-bay hopper that they put sand in and it rained and it busted the sides out on it. Like, the sides went out and the car just said, boop. It's like the bottom was almost touching the ground. The car completely failed. Completely failed. There's no telling how much that sand weighed after, like, the rain. Packaging yard was $1 million yard, not because of the yard itself, but because it was flowing through it. The anthracite in the 40s to 1959. Chip hoppers suck. Yeah, they did. They did, King. I didn't like the ones with the high handbrakes. Like those really sucked. Because I mean, if you slipped, it fell off those things. Like that was a drop. That was going to hurt you really freaking bad if you slipped and fell off one of those cars. Flex NS, let the car break in half, proceed to get a mile of flex tape. Handbrakes with no quick release, yes. Yeah, Pultwood cars were the worst. They didn't have it. Like like they were super rare. And you'd have to get really physical. And of course, like, and I'm climbed up on that Pultwood car trying to kick that handbrake off with the heel of my boot. If I'd been caught, I would have been run off, but I had no other way to get it off. And like the dispatcher's yelling at me to pick those cars up and get out of there. So it's like, what are you supposed to do? Is it catch-22, right? If I got caught by the wrong person, I would have been run off for a while. Do Tropicana cars still run, or are they get new cars? As far as I know, they still use the these. I don't like these. I'll be honest, I don't like these. I'd much rather see the orange ones. Oh, these just recoupled. That's cool. They sure did. They recoupled. They were separate. They were solo, and then they coupled up. They don't go to Cincinnati anymore. I remember when I worked for the railroad, one of the pigs had Tropicana cars on it, just a small handful of them. One of the Jacksonville to Cincinnati pig was the one that had them on it, on the head end, and then they would come back on one of the auto rack trains, like I think it was 213. They put them on the bottom of 213 and they came back. 141 and 142, right? Yeah. You're right, Bluegrass. I definitely remember that. I remember seeing... That's back when they had the orange cars. The not like... They weren't high cube. They're just like the regular orange cars. They got rid of the orange with the straw? Really? So it just says Tropicana on the side? That sucks. They need to go back orange. These cars would be probably pretty legit if they were orange. I don't care for it. I mean, the logo's nice. Like, that's okay. I just don't care for the white. It's too utilitarian. It's like hospital room orange juice. Or CSX ever cut up, gone and split in half in town you work in, have back in September. Yeah, usually they leave cars sitting around for a long time. White color helps keep the car cool. That's honestly something I never thought about, Darren. That's a good point, though. I never... Do the roof white. Paint them orange, do the roof white. I love the orange cars. Like, you could... Like, that was... Like, one of the best look... If you could have a good-looking freight train, the old school Tropicana with the orange cars was sharp. Yeah, I remember like when I was working, CSX was notorious for leaving cars, like scrap cars. We had cars that derailed and they just push them off to the side and leave them. They would stay there for months and months. It's about the price of scrap and the price of acetylene. Like, I think it was going to cost them more to scrap it than it would, like, they would lose money, so. All right, this dude is done. And he's relinquished. Sweet. Okay, so let's go... Let's relinquish this guy. Let's take Hump out of it. See if he goes. I'm trying to think of where I want to send him. I guess we'll send him to the bottom of this track too. Alright, I just don't want them... surely they won't hit. Surely they won't hit. I hope not. I wish there's a way you could at least put a marker down to stop them short. Like, stop a waypoint to stop here, you know? We'll keep an eye on them. I got a dispatch at 394. No! Big cat! No! Oh, no. No, kitty